what separates Tate from other people is the fact that he isn't a natural fighter.
If you, he's like, what Bugatti do you have? Do you have a Bugatti? And it's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck? Who is this guy?
The
how
dude.
it worked in his favor is the fact
Yeah,
that he's a super abrasive individual. He decided
yeah,
to fully adopt the persona of I don't give a fuck what no one thinks. I
yeah.
I'm a man. So we meet again, mysterious man with beard laying down sideways with the closet behind him as he blinks twice, looking at me, wondering if he should signal me with the great saying of hello. Narrator, yeah, what's up, man?
I'm good. How are you? That's so random. Is this what you do? You come on and just mess with people or something?
No, so I mean, I'm I just started making a YouTube channel, so I just come on here and like do whatever I feel like doing, talking to random people. Majority of the time, I just kind of, whenever someone tells me I look like Tate, I kind of tell them like, hey, I'm the better version.
Got better advice.
You know, exactly. My man's is out here just telling his fellow gentlemen to say go fuck all females. It's not a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's
Yeah,
pretty toxic, isn't it?
it's super toxic. You know, especially with with the way that the World Economic Forum is rolling around. You have
Yeah,
like toxic feminism and toxic
yeah,
masculinity occurring, and really
yeah,
all that means is less baby production, which
yeah,
means the end of the human species. And I'm not about that. There has to be
yeah.
a nice little
Exactly.
equal ground in the middle, and that's me. Hello, I'm hip hop.
Yeah. Nah, nice man. There's too much clashing. There's too much people thinking that they're standing up for themselves and their gender, but really they're just fucking being toxic.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and it's all right. Like everyone deserves to have like their own individual authenticity to an
Yeah,
extent, though. You know what I mean? Like I believe. So I'm a liberal by trade, but Republican because I believe in more freedom than I do whatever, right?
yeah,
But I have I kind of don't agree with either side. I'm definitely my own entity, and it's good that everyone has their own authentic identification. But
yeah.
now that Tate's been coming out, I've been seeing way too much people trying to act like Tate than
Yeah.
people trying to be themselves. And
Oh, it's pretty bad. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
of course. There's like some people in the comments I see like he said he's based what was one of those videos I saw? He had like a bunch of women on his like podcast thing and he was basically just like saying like oh like I don't know, like I can't
what?
remember exactly what he said, but basically he said like these women out here like doing this, guys should just like fuck them and then like go ahead and do whatever they want, like forget like these hoes and stuff.
Yeah,
But then it's people in the comments, it's bad. It's like you can't believe it. There's like 15, 16 year olds saying commentate win, like go Tate and all that kind of shit.
yeah, yo,
And it's
it's
like
nuts.
yeah.
It's
These kids are like 16. They're just out there just like, oh yeah, go Tate, like you got this. Like I try there's like some one guy in the comment I saw, like I tried this, I'm a boss now, and like he's like 15.
I'm a
It's like,
real G, yo, like yo,
yeah,
that's
I'm a real
I'm
G,
a
that's what they say.
yeah.
Top G, top G.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
top G. Oh, I'm a top G. If
Yeah.
I can't even imitate him
You
because
did
like
that voice pretty good though. That was
it's like I'm
funny.
a top G. All you other motherfuckers, we all just pussies. You know, and
Yeah,
like
exactly. Fucking hell. It's crazy, right?
it's the broaden context of his character. I think it's good. Like you need some Tates around, but
Yeah.
you also don't need a shit ton of Tate around.
Yeah, I
You know?
saw like I've seen it's funny, it's almost like 50-50. There are like some like things where he'll say like I saw this specific one where he's like this girl was talking to him and she's saying like am I a bad person? My man, like I've been with my man for a year and like I fucked his best friend or something. And then he said something like, well, like you're not a good person, but also like he should not have people like that around him that will like do that to his own girl and shit. And I was like, fuck, okay, that's like one good piece of
That's
advice.
good. That one,
Yeah,
yeah, that one's super good.
yeah,
And that's where it comes where like I'm torn because like Tate does say some really great shit, and then he also
yeah,
says some like completely outrageous shit. You know what I mean?
yeah. So you just have to pick and choose. Yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah, and like what I like about it is it's the epitome of like the freedom of speech at that point in
Yeah,
time. And, like you could choose to be offended and try to cancel him, but at the end of the day, like go fuck
it's not
yourself.
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
There's too many people who are out there just thinking like, "Fuck, Tate's still a god," basically,
Yep.
and that's not. There's no way he's gonna get cancelled. Like, there's too many people on that kind of toxic side.
Yeah, but you know what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, it is what it is with him. Fucking hell, he's a good fighter though. I'll give him that.
Yo, yeah, he is such a great
He's
fighter.
impressive. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a beast. He's impressive.
What I like about him is there was a video saying that like what separates Tate from other people is the fact that he isn't a natural fighter because natural fighters want to be in the ring. For
Yeah,
him, he learned how to become a fighter and in doing so applied that same pressure into the outer scope of the world or like how he conducts himself. So I like that. I actually like that a
yeah,
lot. I think that is something that every man should be able to adopt is
yeah,
you don't have to be a natural born fighter, but you should know how to defend yourself and have that
yeah. Of
confidence
course.
there, you know? And I was like, yeah, the dude is pretty
Yeah,
good though.
no, I get that. Yeah, no, I get that. I've been doing boxing for a while, and I'm gonna get into kickboxing soon, and maybe try some other things. But like, I think, yeah, he's pretty inspiring in terms of fighting. But he's like his some of the, just his life, like what's the word? Like his phrases and shit, like the things he comes up with just to adopt into his own life. Some of them are crazy, but
Yeah.
he's, I think he's an entertaining character. That's just
Oh
the
yeah.
main thing with him.
I think
Yeah,
he's mastered the art of social media cuz
yeah,
what he did I don't know if you know it. Essentially, he just made a shit ton of content, right? He got together with his brother and like a couple of homegirls, started his little podcast.
yeah.
But from there, you, Gary V, the dude who talks about
Oh,
NFTs
I
all the
know
time,
him.
right?
Yeah,
So what he calls that is a pillar content. So he made a he all he does is make podcasts or teach shit, and then
yeah.
he has people break them down into little skits, and then push them out as much as they can. And in doing so,
Oh,
like let's say I wanted to work for Tate, what I would
yeah,
do is I would apply to be a part of his affiliate, create everything about Tate, and just consistently post it out there because Tate everything um, is currently trending, and
yeah,
I not being Tate but posting Tate content would
yeah.
get 80% of the viewer commissions. So
That's pretty crazy.
yeah, he mastered the art of multi-level marketing for what you call it, YouTube, TikTok, the social media content creators. So like I
Yeah,
was like, yo, that's smart. He definitely took that and ran with it. It was
that's
nice.
crazy. Wait, so he actually got people that he knew to put all his shit out there for him.
Yeah, that's it. He didn't even it wasn't even people he knew. He started off by hiring people
Yeah,
to create the content and
yeah,
then he started an affiliate program
yeah.
associated to it where like you post my content, you get 80% of what it brings in.
That's
So now
crazy.
I get all the hype from you reposting my content and you get paid.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, eh? Holy
It's pretty
shit.
sweet. What's up, dude?
He must have had someone like. Do you think he came up with that, or do you think he like had someone business wise there with him?
I think I think him and his brother probably sat down about it cuz
Yeah,
he talks about one day he woke up and just started wondering how people made money.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure what happened is he ran into a multi-level marketing individual
yeah.
and they
Like a
both a
specialist.
specialist and they both collaborated on an idea on how to pretty much take control of the internet or just be a
Yeah.
tsunami to the internet. Because
Fuck.
2 months ago you wouldn't know who Tate was. No
Nah.
one knew who Tate was.
Exactly.
Last
And
month,
he did a lot of fights, but yeah, I still wouldn't have known much about him.
yeah, exactly. Like
Because his fights were like, I think low level. A lot of his fights were low level. They weren't like MMA and stuff.
no, yeah, it
But
was it was strictly just like K1. I think he had like a
yeah,
couple K1 fights.
yeah,
Nothing MMA, but it was all strictly kickboxing.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, fuck, how come I haven't like heard of him in the UFC and shit, right?
Yeah,
So I like, so I looked it up and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, his fights weren't at that level and stuff, but he still is a good fighter.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. And then when he started becoming everywhere, I was like, "Fuck! I don't know where this guy even came from." He's like, "What Bugatti do you have? Do you have a Bugatti?" And it's
Yeah,
like, "What the fuck? Who is this guy?"
the dude came out of nowhere, and all
Yeah,
he did was have a very skilled marketing advisor, and they
yeah,
just took over the internet. They swept it. And I think what how it worked in his favor is the fact
yeah,
that he's a super abrasive individual. He decided
yeah,
to fully adopt the persona of I don't give a fuck what no one thinks. I'm
yeah,
I'm a man, right? And
yeah,
just in a world where it's all feminists, like a
yeah.
feminist ideology taking the sweep, that one thing is gonna fucking collide. And like you gotta think, he's the bowling ball to a shit ton of pins.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, so it was pretty. I like what he did. It was tight.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And I saw this video where I think it was I don't know, it's like this show, it was like on TikTok though, but it was like a clip of this show or podcast from this like kind of dating thing.
Uh huh.
And like there's like this girl who's like pretty big in social media and she was like talking to Tate and she was like, "So you basically want me to do this and this and like, this is what you expect." And he's like, "Yeah, he's like, I'm a man and you're a woman and this is how it should be." And like that blew up too. Like he got showed in so many different contexts, not even his
Yeah.
own podcast. He just got invited to a lot of shit. And that fucking stirred the pot even more.
Exactly. Like I tell you, marketing genius. I'll give him that. And
Yeah.
what's crazy about it too is he's really no different than a lot of the male population. Without offense to anybody, right? Like
Yeah.
he's he says what an entire group of men say behind closed doors,
Yeah.
and the only difference is he's like, "Fuck it, I'm out here. I'm gonna do it."
Yeah. Do you know what's funny though? Do you know how you say like how there's like a whole bunch of men out there that think like this, but they don't want to expose themselves?
Hmm.
Because before Tate, I don't think it was such a popular mindset, right?
No, yeah.
Like that toxic side. But also, do you know when Trump became president?
Oh yeah, I
I
do.
think it was the same because do you know how many people were making fun of Trump, how big of a meme he was? Like people were thinking like, fuck, no way he's ever going to get elected. But there was that closed mindset that no one ever like talked about because they knew that lots of people didn't like him, so they were all behind closed doors going for Trump. And
Yeah,
then when he became it, then everybody really showed how much they like Trump and whatever.
I'm gonna be like straight off the bat. 2016, I was for Trump. I was going for him hard, and I made sure that was
Yeah,
known because it was either him or Hillary Clinton. I'm either gonna have somebody who goes and does like secret shit, like the Bugatti incident, and gets an entire embassy wiped, or I'm gonna go with the man who has a business structured mindset who can potentially just take care of America. Yeah. At that point, I was going for Trump. I was like, yeah, I'm if Hillary Clinton would have went or like won that presidency,
yeah.
I definitely would have gotten my citizenship over at Thailand or something.
Really?
Seriously, like I can. So you know about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing?
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened with Ghislaine Maxwell as of lately?
Oh wait, no, actually I didn't then.
All right, so Ghislaine Maxwell, she finally got convicted, everything like that, but she only got 20 years in
Wait,
prison.
what did she do again? I
She
guess I don't know that much about this.
So Ghislaine Maxwell was the groomer of Jeffrey Epstein, right?
Yeah.
So what she would do is she would get the children and she would groom them to believing that these specific acts are normal for you
Ah,
to do
shit.
to men or
Oh,
women.
fuck.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's disturbing, right?
Yeah.
A full blown groomer. She's been doing this shit since the earliest picture I saw was from the 70s, right?
That's
Like, or
fucking crazy.
yeah, 70s or the 80s, and she's in Disneyland hosting a big ass event. And
Fuck.
like this girl literally only gets 20 years in prison. She doesn't get a life sentence for just
If it
fucking
was a guy, he'd be fucking dead
the dude
almost.
would be dead. Exactly. Homeboy would have been dead. And let's not even like go into the fact that Jeffrey Epstein's flight logs were all out there and nothing happened to
Fuck.
everyone who's been on that island.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey, her private jet has been to that island countless times. but
That's
she
crazy. What
still
the
gets a
fuck?
show. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was on a regular Lolita Express, riding on Jeffrey Epstein's personal plane over to Lolita Island. Like, yo,
Man.
and nothing's happened to him. Nothing's being
Yeah.
talked about.
No
Yo,
investigation,
no
no nothing.
investigation, nothing. So like, so and this is where I stand in terms of like wanting to make my content. I want to be hip hop, right? I want to be a
Yeah.
healthy individual person helping others prosper, right? And developing this mindset where like for me, I got 4 kids. I will do everything in my fucking power to make sure that they are good, right?
Yeah, good
And
on you. Yeah, true.
and the fact that no one's talking about this child pedophilia ring, like let's not even just talk about child pedophilia, let's just or pedophilia, let's just talk about human trafficking that no one really cares about, the biggest
Yeah.
black market industry that there's out there. We don't have any means of like providing a stop somewhere. Yo,
Yeah.
that's bullshit. That's me. That's my generation. That's the one I want to raise up. I want to raise up people who want to help the youth. That's it.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
stuff right there. Like, yeah, you could have Tate, Mr. Masculine. You could have some Mrs. Feminine, and then you could have like great old trans beauty. Um,
Yeah.
for me, I am Mr. I will protect the children. That's
Yeah.
it. You know, like,
I get you. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah. I
inspire the
think it's
youth to be
bullshit in
better.
the way that oh sorry.
No,
I
go
think
ahead.
it's bullshit because like I know for sure that the reason why that traffic and shit's still going is because some of the higher, like, more powerful and like important people who know the police and everything, who are part of the police, they're into that kind of shit. They have a fucked up fetish and everything. They're into
Oh
that
yeah,
fucked up stuff, so they have to keep it going because like those higher up people are like a part of it, and people they think like, oh shit, too many higher up and powerful people are into this. How can we like bring down all these people? They probably can't.
they can't. So that's why like the only people who really can is like your average American Joe Schmo. That's because
Yeah,
the more the American, or not even just the American, just like the human Joe Schmo becomes concerned about that issue, is the only time we will ever see change.
yeah.
Like, for it, man, how do I say this? You had said something and it was in my brain housing group, and now it's gone. Uh,
Sorry.
Shit, no, it's good, it's good. Damn, it was something that I had to ask, but it's just gone. Fuck.
It will come back. I reckon it'll come back.
Yeah, yeah, it'll come back. It should. But
That's all good.
no, but that's one of those things where it's just like mad. It's extremely concerning because there's oh, yeah, it's old money shit, right? Like these are
Yeah,
people who have been around, have well established old money shit, who are
yeah,
able to manipulate others to the bending of their will, right? So
yeah.
I would name are you familiar with any serial killers or anything of those natures? What's a name out
Um.
there that like sticks out to you when you start thinking about
Oh,
serial
okay.
killers?
Serial killers.
Yeah, a serial killer
Um.
or someone crazy who just did some absurd shit.
The Iceman.
The which one?
The Iceman.
The Iceman. Okay, so yeah, you have let's talk about like the Iceman, and let's talk about like Marilyn Manson, right?
Yeah,
So
Marilyn Manson. Is he the crazy motherfucker who like brought everyone to an island and like got them to drink punch or some shit?
no,
Or was that?
that's like John's Island. I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah, I
don't
think that's
remember which
something
one it was
else.
called. But
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson, he pretty much started like this little cult where he had like women that worked with him, and they believed he was God and the devil at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So this is my question, and I want to ask this to everyone.
Yeah.
If there's somebody like that, Marilyn Manson didn't have a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine what he would have done if he would have had a shit ton of money?
Oh yeah, he would have mass. He would have made that bigger. He would have made that huge.
He probably
He would
yeah,
have had his own private island with 100,000 people, possibly fucking killing themselves for him in his name and shit.
exactly, right? Like, and that's
Yeah.
when people are like, when I start talking about my crazy ass conspiracy theories, I have to reel that one point in where it's like, you think like whatever is the darkest shit that we can personally think of,
There's worse.
there's way worse.
Yeah.
And Just think about like all the darkest shit that you do know of that has happened. Just think about
Mm.
what they could have really done if they had the money to take care of themselves.
Oh, now I'm starting to think more of the into the area of people making more money off sick and twisted shit by having people view it privately.
Exactly, right? Like,
Yeah,
do you remember like the height of the dark web? I mean, the dark web is definitely still around, but
yeah,
like when it was like the unfiltered internet,
yeah.
you saw people getting killed, you saw people hanging themselves, killing themselves,
Child
you
porn,
saw
everything.
child porn, you saw all, and
Yeah,
that's the shit that like, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, right?
yeah,
It's like that one saying where like you could turn you could turn a cucumber into a pickle, but you can't
yeah,
turn a pickle back into a cucumber. You can't unsee
yeah,
what you've seen or undo what has been done, right? Like
yeah. Of course.
it's
Yeah, it's probably the most fucked up thing that I've just seen, like randomly. Like I was like because it's so real.
yeah, it's it you just don't really you don't really believe that to be a thing that actually occurs, but it does. Yeah, it's just terrible, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's we don't know. In reality, we don't know that much. We think we do, but
But
we don't.
exactly.
Yeah. Are you this podcast? Sorry, are you doing like so? You're doing a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
What's your YouTube name?
Oh, sheesh. Hold on, let me pull it up right here. So, since I'm using a desktop instead of my phone, I don't. It doesn't come with the share button, so I had just been copying
Yeah,
the
just put it in and
URL.
I'll just screenshot it. Oh, okay, do that and also put the specific name of your YouTube channel and then I'll probably be easy anyway.
All right, Oh, it's gonna be one of these, so it's definitely Martin Garcia. You'll see. You'll see some shorts on there with me wearing like a Hawaiian shirt. Yeah. So it's that one. It'll be that one. I only have like right now 45 subscribers, so I'm just trying to like I'm doing this to just build up, kind of like cold advertise.
Did you just start this now, like recently?
Yeah, I just started like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So,
So Martin Garcia.
yep.
Just trying to
It's gonna
find it.
it'll be
Oh, here we go. So I found one of your shorts and then that links to your YouTube channel.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
Okay,
one of
sweet.
those two. So, yeah, follow
Nice,
me. I'll
man.
follow back, and then but yeah, I like to do this because like talking to random people, like you see how like this whole conversation like just sparked out of nowhere, and this is stuff that like we talk about
Yeah.
silently behind closed doors, but it's worth at least seeing if we can get something else more out there.
Yeah, why not, man? Why not?
Exactly.
Good work. Good hustle. Good
Hey,
on you.
I appreciate it, man. What's your name again, brother?
My name's Jay.
Jay. Hey, pleasure
Yeah,
meeting
man.
you, Jay.
Nice. Nice meeting you too, bro. Have a good one.
Hey, you
Peace
too.
out.
Later.
See ya.